What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Nutrition Talks with Tyson the Trainer. This is a Nutrition Talk short. I just made that up just because it's going to be a short one. And we're going to be talking about the principle of a calorie deficit. Because people still seem to ask questions, which I totally understand. There's a lot of bullshit out there about this diet, this thing, that thing. You know, all these questions they go up with. Pardon me, I'm a bit tired after a podcast rant. But the one thing I want to help remind you of is that a calorie deficit is the overarching principle to fat loss, okay? A calorie deficit means you are eating fewer calories than you are burning. This can be done by increasing your overall activity levels. This can be done by decreasing your energy intake, your food, the amount of food you eat, or it can be done both by increasing your activity and decreasing your calorie intake, which I recommend doing that, because when you can increase your expenditure and decrease your intake, it just makes life a little bit easier for you too. Now, let's think about that key fact. Energy cannot be created, it can only or destroyed, it can only be transferred from one thing to another. So with saying that, a calorie deficit matters because you cannot photosynthesize energy from the sun, okay? Which is actually still energy being transferred, by the way. We cannot absorb calories from the sun, okay? We cannot get rid of calories, destroy them out of our body. When we eat food, they are transferred into us. That energy is then broken down and metabolized, which could be burnt off as body heat. You know, it can be burnt off as, through exercise, or it will be stored for later. It is not destroyed. So when people tell you a calorie deficit doesn't work, but a gluten-free diet works, they're a fucking idiot. When someone tells you need to do intermittent fasting to lose weight, they're a fucking idiot. When someone tells you keto is the only way to lose weight, they are a fucking idiot. Because it doesn't matter what method you use as long as it hits the principle of a calorie deficit. Okay, so if someone told you that intermittent fasting is the only way, well then why do people track their food and lose weight? Why do people go keto and lose weight? Why do people go vegan and lose weight? Why do people start exercising more and lose weight without changing their diet? It's because a calorie deficit matters most. Now, this is a good thing for you to know, because now there are so many methods in order to create a calorie deficit. Like I said, you can increase your exercise and decrease your energy intake. You can cut out carbs if you want to cut out carbs, even though it would make me a miserable cunt. If you want to do it, do it. You don't have to, okay? Like keto is not a thing you have to do. You can do intermittent fasting if you want to, eat from a certain time window, if that makes it easy to adhere to. But if it makes you binge, then it's not going to be adhering to the principle of a calorie deficit, is it? No. So what you want to do is think about that is the methods that are there. The methods are many, the principles are few. What is the method that's going to help you achieve that principle? Is it tracking your food? Is it following intermittent fasting? Is it following keto or cutting out carbohydrates? Is it cutting out fat and having high carbs? There's so many different options that you can choose from. So what I want you to consider more than anything is think about what is the method that is going to suit you and your lifestyle, okay? Because when you can determine that, that's what's going to make your progress the best. That's what's going to get you progress more than anything. Nothing else is going to determine your progress unless you find a method that's going to suit you and your goals. All right? So that's all it is. That's nutrition short. That's all you need to know. Go and apply it to yourself. Figure out what method's going to be useful for you. Use it, and you're going to get results.